Welcome back to Morning Footy. A huge game between two marquee clubs in the Champions League tomorrow. Liverpool host Real Madrid. What a game. Of course, you can see it on Paramount Plus. Can't wait for this one. Of course, it is potentially the return of Trent Alexander-Arnold. And he's been speaking about going back to Anfield, saying no matter what, my feelings won't change towards Liverpool. I've got memories there that will last me a lifetime. And no matter how I am received, that won't change. So, boys, how do we think he's going to be received?
I think it's going to be a mixed bag. Because I think there are mixed feelings with Liverpool fans. Because how are you going to boo one of your own, but at the same time, you'll feel that he has some sort of a traitor aspect to this whole move, right? Because he kind of let you down. You maybe expected him to be that one club player. Well, it was for your entire career.
It was a mixed bag when he left, wasn't it?
Yeah, it definitely was. So I think it's not been that long. So I think it's going to be mixed feelings when he arrives at Anfield.
Yeah, I actually think it would have been exactly what you said if Liverpool had started well. And especially in that right-back area with Frimpong being injured twice now. Sure. Conor Bradley's not really stepped up to the plate like he looked like he was going to last year. I think there's more of an appreciation of what since he's left, they can see what he actually brought. And again, when you have a player for so long that is so talented, you become a little bit accustomed to that style, and you think, we've got Trent, that's what all right backs do. Now he's left, I actually think he's going to get a warmer welcome and people will appreciate him if he actually starts, because Real Madrid have been doing well. Valverde, in my opinion, is their best player. I know there's Vinici, I know there's the superstars, but Valverde for me is their best player. He's the team player, and Trent has done well, but he'll have a lot of hard work to even get his place back.
Yeah, I think it's going to take some time to settle in, because he was on the bench this week and made the bench for the first time in a while, but he hasn't had the time nor the minutes.
He has had injuries, though, hasn't he? So, to be fair to him. The other thing as well I'm wondering is, what would Trent's mindset be going? Would it be, I'm going to show them? Would he be more motivated than ever? I mean, he wants to be motivated to get his Real Madrid career going, but the fact he's got the chance to go and do it at Anfield.
It's a great game. Because he knows the place. He's going back to Liverpool, his home. Emotionally, you've got to be high. If anything, they're going to have to calm him down, if anything. You want to get your Real Madrid career off to a flying start. He knows they've just had a great win against in El Clasico. So he knows that the expectation, and I think his interview when he got there was really important, because he said, when you train, there's 10,000 people watching. When you go to the hotel, there's 15,000 wanting autographs. He realises the size of the club he's joined. Liverpool's a huge club. Real Madrid is on another stratosphere today.
And I feel like he's at peace with his decision.
Yes.
He understands,
100%.
right? He understands what he did, and he backs, and he totally believes in his move to Real Madrid. This was the obvious next step in his career. Perhaps the ones that aren't at peace with the decision are the Liverpool fans, and rightfully so. I would feel wrong if I'm a Liverpool fan that one of our own just decided to abandon us like this. And like you say, with everything that we talked about, the three pillars of this team, Salah, Van Dijk, and Trent, on that contract situation, how many times were we asked, if you had to let one of them go, who would it be? And I think a lot of the answers were Trent.
Yeah.
But then you look at how Van Dijk's been playing, how Salah's been playing. You feel the absence of Trent.
OK, well, Salah and Van Dijk are part of what Liverpool have now. Let's try and have a little look at the matchups between the two teams in terms of what they've got. So if you're assessing the attacks, who's coming out on top here? Who's got the better attack for you?
I think we're agreeing. I think we have to.
I mean, this guy alone, right? I don't need anything else.
Yeah.
He's next level.
But I also think, Liverpool have started well. Ekitike has been fantastic. Salah has not played great. Gakpo is in and out. Chiesa has come to the fore. If you remember last year, he hardly ever played, but now he's becoming like the saviour coming off the bench. I call him the battery. He comes on and raises everybody and starts running around. But you're talking about real world-class quality on the opposite side. So for me, the attack is the best from top to bottom.
And we haven't even got Gula in there.
Yes.
Not even good, but hold up, production. You're throwing in Gonzalo Garcia in here, and I know Franco Masantuono's not fit for this game, but Masantuono has been starting from the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's out though, isn't he?
Yeah, he is out. He's injured.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know he's injured.
I'm with you, but you want to see who's there.
Just in general, right?
I suppose at the same, you want Isak on the other one. Yeah.
Like Endrick doesn't even. not even considered. It's crazy how much he's fallen off with.
I just said Gula, that's all.
Right? And Alda Guler, yeah.
Calm your beans, calm your beans. Right, let's have a look then at the midfield. I think we can look at the midfield and see how they compare.
That's the one you wanted, right?
Yeah, there he is. Man, I think I'm going to have to go Real Madrid again.
I could make a counter argument for this. I think names is Real Madrid, but I think the combination and the way it works,
massive.
Yeah, I think there's a more natural fit in there. I like when Valverde plays in midfield. I think he gives you the engine. He's the guy. He's the glue to the team. I think Camavinga is a wonderful player. So is Tukameni. But I just think you lose something when Valverde's not in there.
You know what? I buy the argument that from a functionality perspective, especially beyond this hindsight bias that we have of this Liverpool that's been so poor this season, those three in the midfield really looked good last year. And you raise a good point about Valverde. Valverde hasn't been playing in the midfield, and when he has, he's dropped off with this different tactical approach that Xabi Alonso has taken to the game. And having him play at right back, you lose him a little bit further up the field. And the guy who's kind of been pulling the strings more than Valverde has been Arda Güler. He's kind of been like, out of all the players that you say stock up under Xabi Alonso, it's been the young Turkish midfielder.
And obviously they got the main man back, Jude Bellingham back, scoring. I think he's got a point to prove. I think being left out of the England squad was a huge thing for him. And when he got dropped or left out of the squad, he had this. There's a lot of talk in England about his personality. Is he bad for the group? All of these things. And he's come back and he's just said, goal, goal, goal.
And what about the assist as well?
Yeah, of course. But I think when you score and you have that headline that you scored, it takes everything.
I feel like he's going to come out at Anfield with the swagger of all swaggers. He's got the personality, Bellingham, for me. He's got the character. He will want to own that
especially just from a narrative perspective, right? Because in England, perhaps you're not watching Real Madrid week in, week out. You know that he's putting up goal contributions. But when he's in front of your face, in front of an entire crowd that will be watching England come the summer, they're going to say, oh, Bellingham really put one on us. In England, so
okay, let's look at the back lines then. See how
we'll call that a draw. We'll call that a draw.
In theory, the Liverpool back line.
Well,
but they've been so bad.
For a start, are we seeing him or him start?
I think it'll be Robertson.
I think it's Robertson. I think he has to go with what he can trust. I think
he started at the weekend.
I think Kerkez has struggled with the weight of that Liverpool shirt. I think it's been very heavy on him coming from Bournemouth, again, with no disrespect, a smaller club with a smaller fan base. Going to Liverpool where every single piece of your work has been scrutinised. I think it is. I think Canate has been okay. I think Van Dijk has been okay. Robertson has been okay. But this back line for Real Madrid does concede, does make a lot of mistakes. They are very expansive as well when they turn over the ball. So I would probably err towards Real Madrid in this, just because of where Liverpool have been this season defensively.
Yeah, the numbers can't lie, can they?
Okay. Nico, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely. And I understand, like you say, you look at names. Yes, Trent, Militao, Huijsen, Carreras backline looks incredible, but that's actually how it hasn't worked out.
Yeah.
Same here, right? It's probably going to be Connor Bradley, Van Dijk, Konate, Robertson, the backline. And just considering the matchups that you're going to get, I think Liverpool has a stronger back line, just from everything I've seen from them, as opposed to Real Madrid that could concede.
I just think that the Liverpool back line will be tested more than the Madrid back line.
Yes.
Yes, that's fair. I think if they had Mark Gahey, obviously they would have got him. I think games like this, you would have saw Liverpool turn to a 5-3-2 formation. And I think that's what they were trying to do. I think they were going to get Mark in, put him in the middle with Van Dijk and Konate, have a bit more structure, allow their wing-backs of Kerkez and Frimpong to get right up the pitch. And then, obviously, you have to figure out the front line. But I think that in games like this, you want a different solution to have a bit more solidity. And I think that's where Liverpool have come unstuck.
Speaking of omissions, Antonio Rudiger is not in this list for Real Madrid, and I've said it time and time again on the show. I will conquer the world behind Rudiger. He is a beast. Give me 11 Rudigers and you probably conquer the entire solar system. He is a fearless warrior, that guy. And I think he's back towards the end of the month. In the individual duels, he brings your back line up a lot more. So considering that you don't have him, I might give the nod to Liverpool.
Okay, let's look at the two guys who are in charge of putting all of this together. In terms of the back line, it's all in front of them. Keepers.
It's not even a conversation.
I'd put whoever you want. From all the goalkeepers in the world over there, this guy's going to win.
Yeah. How much do they marshal the defence, the keeper?
Especially for Real Madrid. I mean, we're having conversations in Spain. What they're talking about is Thibaut Courtois being the best goalkeeper in the history of Real Madrid.
Oh, wow. That's huge.
And I don't think it's far-fetched to consider that. Yes, of course, he's there with Iker Casillas, but the amount of moments that he has delivered for this club consistently over a long period of time. Like, I'm not talking about a save here or there. I'm talking about Champions League winning saves. Saves that win you points, that permit you to get into further instances in the competition. This guy has been
It would have been a really interesting conversation if that was Alisson Becker on the other side. Because I think those two are the two best in world football, along with Donnarumma, but we don't have enough time for you to argue why Donnarumma's not there. But I think for the two would be those two. But I think it's Courtois all day.